Good Monday morning to you. I'm praying that you had a great weekend and enjoyed the Lord's Day at church somewhere. We had another dynamic service at Assembly Chapel on yesterday. And if you are searching for a place to visit to worship, or if you're possibly looking for a church home, I invite you to 5453 Cascade Road in Cascade, Virginia, Assembly Chapel, where I am the pastor of such a great flock of people and a great church. Today on Motivational Monday, I want to challenge you a bit. I'm always stretching you. I'm always challenging you. Um, I understand that the signs of a positive leader is one that continues to challenge people to be better. And so on this Monday, the challenge to you is to treat other people as well as you want to be treated. Treat other people as well as you want to be treated yourself. We're doing a series on core values, and these core values they are basically the essence of what makes us tick. It shows who we really are deep down on the inside, and who you are down on the inside is eventually going to surface, regardless of what you say you are, who you say you are, how you say you are. Um, when you're tested, who you really are is going to come out. Who you really are is going to show. When things are, peaceful rather, going in your favor, things of that nature. We can put on a front. We can be a little hypocritical about who we are down to the core, but when the temperature is turned up, just like when they would purify gold, turn the temperature up, and everything that is impure would float to the top to get skimmed off. We are the same way. This is why I believe that the Bible gives this illustration and the story about coming forth as pure gold, because when the heat is turned up, anything that is not pure will surface to the top. And that's the way we are. We can be calm, cool, and collected, but when the heat is turned up, everything that's in us that is impure is going to float to the top, and it's going to be seen, it's going to be shown. And so this is why we're working extensively on our core values, being God centered, because my greatest objective right now in this season is to um, better the attitudes of our people, to with all of the mental and emotional stress and illnesses that are going on. I want us to do our part in healing ourselves and being healed, and that is by a change on maybe who we are. Some of our behaviors are learned behaviors. Some of us need to unlearn some behaviors and relearn some new behaviors. And that being said, on this Monday, the challenge is to actually seek opportunities to treat people well. Look for every opportunity available to treat people well. And if you continue to practice this, I'm not saying fake it until you make it, but if you continue to practice this, it'll become a part of who you are. And then you will mature to the point to where it really won't matter how people treat you, because you know that you're being held accountable. We talked about this on yesterday, on Sunday, about integrity and accountability, and you know that you are being held accountable for treating people right. And it doesn't even matter if they're treating you right or not. You don't always fight fire with fire. You know, you have to fight fire with peace. You have to fight fire with kindness. The Bible says that you should pray for your enemies. If your enemies are without, then you should pray for them and you should help them. And so maybe we'll talk about that at another time. But in Matthew chapter number 7, verse number 12, it says, so in everything, to do others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. Everything the law is about, everything the prophets has prophesied. This is the way we are to treat people in everything. Do to others what you would have them do to you. If you want to be loved, you have to show love. If you want to be friendly, the Bible says present yourself as a friend. And so whatever you give, in God's universe, I believe it comes back to you. Whatever you give in God's universe, I think it comes back to you, and I think it reciprocates. I think when you are a loving person, love comes back to you, not from everybody and not from all the time, but ultimately love is coming back to you when you give. I believe through scriptures that it comes back to you in some way. And the Bible says clearly, give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall be given to your bosoms. And so I'm praying that you will use this motivational Monday as a motivational tool to treat people better. Even if you are treating people good, treat people better. We all have room for improvement. And here in Matthew chapter 7 and 12 is often referred to as the golden rule. It emphasizes the principles of treating others with kindness and respect. And this is where I'm hanging my hat on for this motivational Monday. Seek the opportunity to treat people with kindness and respect. It costs you absolutely nothing. Very little energy to smile, very little energy to speak to someone, very little energy to nod your head, hello or good morning to someone. I'm not saying that, everybody is the perky person that I am when I'm out in public speaking to everybody and holding doors and things of that nature. But go that extra effort to do something for somebody without expecting anything in return. Live by this golden rule in Matthew 7 and 12. In everything, do to others what you would have them do for you. Even if they do it for you or not, do for them what you would have been done for you. If you give and is given in good measure, pressed down, shaken together, run it over, that person may not be the one that gives, but God will appoint a time and a place and a person to fulfill his word, because his word is not going to return to him void. It's going to accomplish everything that he set out for it to set out. It's going to accomplish everything that he has set out for it to accomplish. And so what you need to do is not worry about when God is going to do it, how God is going to do it, who God's going to do it through. You do your part, and then by faith, you trust God, knowing that he's going to do his part. And finally, this verse is Jesus teaching, uh, and it encourages empathy and consideration for others. That's what it's all about. Consideration for others. Consideration for others. And it suggests that such behavior fulfills the moral directives found throughout the Hebrew scriptures, the law and the prophets. That's why he said the law and the prophets. It's this moral directive is found throughout the Hebrew scriptures, and essentially it calls for an active approach. Get that? I told you the other day, love is an action word. It calls for the active approach and justice in human relationships. Relationships are so important. We cannot survive without relationships. Improve your relationships. Here's the challenge as I go. Improve every relationship that you that you come in contact with. You know, if it's a brief relationship, as like I said before, some people are 30-second people, some people are 30-minute people. The 30-second people, make that the best 30 seconds of your life with that person. The 30-minute people, make that the best 30 minutes of your life with that person. And let's improve our world by being the change that we want to be. Peace and blessings. Of God's will, I'll see you on Thursday.